a cop are you?
A scared one is what I am. It was you, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was it? A psycho?
No, worse.
No, I can kill you anytime I like.
We got time. We got time. You got an hour.
A whole hour to change, get out there, get set up. Ah, do you believe this day?
I think if I did, I'd lie down and sleep through it. All right, follow me. Let's go.
That's what it means, lady.
You got a big mouth, kid, you know that?
Oh, chalk up another one for the day. The air conditioning still doesn't work. I'll get changed.
I'm gonna give maintenance another call. And that was 432, huh?
342, I think.
432. Yeah, this is Crowley. No, nobody showed up. Well, get on it, will you? Listen, I tell you what we can do. We can just take off all our clothes and stand around naked, and then we can call in the papers and let them see what kind of conditions we're working under. Wait. This place is falling apart, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Pete, what's up? Oh, they don't want to spend the night in the lockup without air conditioning. I tell you what, you tell those punks. If they get too hot, tell them to breathe on each other. Yeah, then you and Joe get in here. Yeah. Now, we got that pier set up as soon as... Did you just cut me off?
No, I didn't touch it.
My phone's not working again.
I'm sorry, sir. It's the rainy
Yeah,
season.
it's a lot easier in the jungle.
This is the jungle.
It's a little cooler out here.
About the only spot that is.
Yeah, it'll be storming pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Best time for fishing.
You're pretty casual about that.
What, my open box? Around here, everything's casual. You wouldn't want me to stand out, would you?
No, not at all. All right, you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
It's all there.
It better be.
Now yours.
All right, help yourself.
Same quality as a sample?
Come on, I know who I'm dealing with. You don't have to worry.
Look, friend, I'm not worried. I mean, I'm just the bag lady. If that turns out to be rat poison, I don't get hassle you till you get pinned to the ground, get fed to you with a spoon.
You're a charming lady to do business with. Bye-bye.
Good night. The big fish is just bit. It needs to be reeled in.
12 by 50 to Unit 3. Suspect has the money. Be ready to back us up.
Roger, 12 by 50.
Drop your gun. Drop it.
All right. All right, get inside. Come on, let's go. Okay. Get inside. Let's go. Hey, your back. All right. Let's go.
You got it.
You like playing cop, don't you?
You're not playing, Como.
We'll see. Meanwhile, do me a favor. Drop dead.
You know what I was thinking out there on the pier? How great it would be just to jump in that cold ocean and stay there all night.
Well, we can always go back.
I don't have a bathing suit.
I don't either. Let's go back.
That's what I like about men. You know what they're thinking. You don't have to guess.
What's on my mind right now?
That you're glad today is over.
Yeah, that too.
You know what occurred to me? All of us were in on the punt bust, and all of us were in on the Como bust. X number of men and one woman, and yet when they let their anger out, it was against the one woman. Now, what do you think about that, Dr. Freud?
Well, I think, Sergeant Anderson, that the woman stands for the motor figure.
The motor figure?
The motor figure. So they get pretty angry when she comes down on them. See, they know that Papa's allows going in.
Oh, no wonder you're my boss. It's been a rough day. You want to go to Vinny's?
Sure, I'm easy.
I mean, after I change, after I make out the reports on the punks, after I make out the Como report.
Oh. Just wait me when you're ready, Sarge. You guys making any headway? I don't know how much longer we can work at this sweatbox.
Well, it's in the thermostat someplace.
Oh,
It's downtown area every
Yeah, no,
year.
it's probably the rainy season, right? It stops everything except heat and crime.
Hey.
What?
You ready?
What?
Vinny's, remember?
Oh, listen, we got a call from my VA's office. We have an appointment tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. What appointment?
The review of your testimony in that rape case.
Oh, at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I don't want to lose that one. He's a real sick one.
Well, you can scratch it. The defendant was beaten up in county jail. Case is off the calendar. Miss Freeman said she'd be in touch with you. Let's get out of here. Mike, would you warm that up for us?
Yeah, it's good tonight.
Hi, Pep. Bill.
Hi,
Bill.
Hi,
Pep.
fellas.
How about a tequila straight and a beer? You guys are not going to believe this.
They fixed the air conditioner.
No, you know our prime suspect?
They didn't let him go.
No, not the driver. He's not important. We got him.
No, but Mr. John Como is out on bail.
How much bail for Como?
$100,000 worth.
So now he's walking the streets a free man, huh?
Great. Out on the street even before my report gets processed. I've had enough
Pep, let me
coffee
tell
and
you something.
aggravation.
You did a hell of a job moving into that organization.
Sure. Listen, drive carefully. The streets are slippery. I'm going home.
Sure.
Good drive, Pep.
Good night, darling.
Hope that'll do it, Sergeant. It's been happening all over town. Like I said, when
Yeah,
the rain...
well, maybe you better just keep yourself available, okay?
Yes.
Still no answer. She's not home.
It's not like Pep. She always calls in when she...
Sorry I'm late.
Well,
Where have you been?
Well, I just had to get a little sleep, that's all.
Oh, what's the matter? You sick?
No, not really.
What's the matter, Pep? Huh?
You're gonna get mad.
Well, maybe I won't get mad.
I'm telling you, you're not gonna like it.
Just tell me what it is, Pep, okay?
Last night after I left you guys, somebody tried to run me down.
Where?
Outside of Vinny's.
You mean deliberately?
He convinced me.
Did you get his license number?
No, I couldn't even get a good look at the car with the rain.
Wait a minute, why didn't you come back in the bar?
Told you you'd get mad.
No, I don't understand, Pep. I mean, why didn't you come back into Vinny's?
Because I was running, I was scared, I just wanted to get home.
What kind of a cop are you?
A scared one is what I am. How would you like it if a car was trying to run you down all over the street?
Stiles, It's him, Bill.
It's who?
Pep, you know somebody named Napoleon?
Yes, he's a snitch of mine.
Well, he's been calling 4 or 5 times. He won't speak to anyone but you.
Hello. Yeah, how are you? Okay, all right, I'll meet you there in about 20 minutes. Okay, same place.
What's happening in 20 minutes?
He's got something good. Wants to see me alone.
I'm going with you. I'm just gonna follow you, okay?
I wouldn't mind. Let's go. Napoleon's turned out to be a pretty good source.
Well, if he's on that burglary gang, you can give him a bonus.
I plan to.
Oh, yeah?
Why do you wear your coat when it's so hot?
Are you kidding? I'm like an Arab. It reflects the heat, keeps me cool. Listen, I'll go get my car.
Reflects the heat? There's a bomb in my car. Get the bomb squad.
This is 12Y 54th and Olive. Get the bomb squad. Move to.
Get a bomb!
Hold it! Stop! Stop! Police emergency!
Hold it! Hold it! Stop! Police! Hold it right there!
Hold it! Hold it! Get back! Let's get away. Come on. What's going on?
Wish the hell I knew.
Como?
It's a strong possibility.
I'm Mr. Como's attorney, not his parole officer.
Yeah, well, try to remember. He must have said something to give you an idea about where he went.
Just that he'd be out of town until his arraignment. Would you explain to me, please, what this is all about?
Last night, your client threatened me, and since then there have been 2 attempts on my life.
I see.
We won't Como brought him for questioning.
Sergeant Crowley.
Mr. Marston, I'm holding you responsible as an officer of the court.
I promise you my fullest cooperation.
You know, I guess
He said you can wear your raincoat, for God's sake. but
Oh,
you
Napoleon's
rolled
been calling. Sounds real upset. So I told him you had an emergency.
There he goes again. I don't want you meeting him alone until this thing's over.
Bill.
Don't argue with him.
Hello.
Well, Sergeant Anderson, how does it feel?
What? What?
How does it feel?
What? Who is this?
How does it feel not to know what's going to happen next?
It doesn't feel good.
That's only the beginning, Sergeant. Only the beginning.
Can you tell me why?
Pete, I want a bug put on that phone. Also, I want a bug put on a home phone, okay?
Yeah.
That sound like Como's voice to any of you?
I couldn't tell.
Me either.
Pep? How would you feel about having a guard placed at your apartment?
You think that's necessary?
Don't you?
Fellas, I'm a cop.
Now I can kill you anytime I like.
stage knife. He obviously wasn't going to kill you with this.
He said I can kill you anytime I like. Can't figure out how he got in. The door downstairs wasn't even forced. He went out right through there.
Pep, I checked all the windows. They're all locked. Now, you must have left this open.
With that rain, I would never have left it open. It was locked.
Well, we're going to have to find you a new place to stay till we nail this nut. Get dressed. Tonight you're going to spend with me. Come on, get changed. I'll be downstairs.
Hey.
We'll drop this off at the lab.
I know you heard it before, Sergeant, but I really think the phones are going to be okay now.
Yeah, fine.
Every available man has been working through the night, including me.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Really.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Do you think Como had anything to do with this?
I don't know.
Pep, what about your friend Napoleon?
He has no cause, Bill.
We can't overlook any possibility. Joe.
Yeah?
I want you to work with Pep. I want a complete file of everybody who's ever threatened your life. I mean, in the last 2 years. Also, anybody that you might have the slightest idea would like to see you dead.
Does that include you three?
That's very funny. I want to know everything there is to know about him, including what kind of toothpaste they use.
Okay, I'll get started on it.
Yeah, it must be a real psycho to take on a cop. Stop. Hold the phone a half second. It's Napoleon on 5.
Not tonight, Josephine.
He won't meet with anyone else. If I stand him up again, we lose him.
If you go, we go together.
Yeah, what you got? Listen, I can meet you, but there's a new department policy I can't do anything about. I have to bring my partner along. Mm-hmm. And Napoleon, dear, it is the only way I can deal with you. Okay, I'll see if I can get him to wait in the car.
Boy, as hot as it is out here, it's better than the inside,
Must
huh?
be at least 100 in there.
Hey, listen, Pep. How sure are you that this snitch of yours, this Napoleon's, not involved in this thing?
You'll know when you see him.
Yeah, well, I'm not forgetting that he's the one you're on your way to meet just before that little bomb incident. You are okay, aren't you?
Cut it out, I'm okay.
What are you snapping at me for? I'm not the one doing these things to you. Pep, seriously, what's your gut reaction, you know? Down deep inside, what do you feel?
I've been shot at before. People trying to blow me away, but this just feels different.
How? How does it feel different?
It feels like somebody's trying to push me over the edge, drive me a little crazy.
What purpose would that serve?
I don't know.
A psycho?
No. Worse. Somebody who knows exactly what they're doing.
I wonder what Napoleon's got.
That gang's M.O. And their hangout, I hope. Sure is hot.
Is that him up there?
Yeah. It's right on time.
Nice of you to show this time.
I told you it couldn't be helped. Aren't you hot?
I never sweat. Is that your partner?
Mm-hmm.
Tell him to keep his mouth shut about me. I got a lot of contacts, see, and they wouldn't take kindly in my talking to cops.
Right.
You bring the money? How much?
How much? You know my limit's $50.
Tell him. I want another 50 after you collar this group. It's a bunch of new kids. About 20 of them. Clean, short hair. Like back in the 50s, taken after their fathers, I guess.
Go on.
They operate out of an auto body shop at 2421 Brady Street. Back room looks like a regular warehouse.
I told you they'd do something if they found out I was talking to you. I told you. Hey, hey, what are you doing? Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing? I didn't set you up.
Oh,
Give me your
come on.
cups. He set you up.
No,
Give me
he
your
didn't
cups.
have anything to do with it.
Give me that cup. You think I'm a nothing, don't you? You know who I am? You know what I can do? When they needed me in the war. Look at when they needed somebody to crawl into those bellies and shut up for those airplanes. Ah. Look! Somebody tried to kill me, so I get arrested. Come on! I didn't do anything.
Well, sweetheart, you've done it again.
What can I tell you? It's a furnished apartment. This must be the guys.
Yeah. Well, we brought you something nice.
Pep, I'll put the suitcase right over here. I had a lady pack it, so I know you'll have everything you need.
Thanks, Pete. What you got, Joe?
Come on, dig in now.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Gourmet cooking a la cardboard, huh?
Bring an extra chair, Bill.
Why don't you eat some, Pep?
Well, I'm on a new diet, Joe. It's called Run for Your Life.
What about Como? Did we hear anything?
Oh, yeah. Como's arraignments in the morning. Did you come up with any more suspects yet?
No, just those 5. You can scratch 3. They're in prison.
And we're working on the other 2.
Now, what about Napoleon?
Had him sprung.
Good.
We'll see. At least his information checked out. Hey, Pete, we had that auto body shop staked out.
All right, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
How long am I going to have to be cooped up here?
You play gin?
Gin.
Well, you weren't kidding when you said you played. Yes,
Marie? Yes, Bill Crowley. Pepper there?
Crowley.
33 points. Hi. I'm coming in.
That's crazy.
No, I'm going crazy, just sitting around here being cooped up.
I don't want you taking the chance, Pep.
I'm coming in.
Pepper, I really wish you wouldn't. But listen, now if you come in, you take advantage of those escorts. You getting my message?
I am not looking to be hurt. See you.
Talcum powder.
Obviously, we have no control over this. He's just gonna kill me whenever he feels like it, right?
But, Pep, if there's something you think I'm not doing, just spit it out, will you?
I guess I'm not willing to admit how really scared I am. I'm sorry, Bill.
Okay. Come over early, man.
Oh, excuse me, Sergeant.
Yeah?
Only fair to tell you it's going to be a couple days yet. The compressor. Even with overtime, we can't get it done. Good man.
I tell you, I don't think we can stand it for a couple of more days.
Yeah. Now, let's see if I can put a couple of extra men on.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Put a couple of extra men on.
Good.
Pete.
Yeah.
Anything from the lab on that second note?
Not much.
Well, no.
Came in this morning.
Just more of the same thing. You know, like your time's getting shorter, that kind of thing.
Well, there weren't any prints, but the typewriter make and model has been established. Also, the letter F is very unclear on that machine. Top part's much lighter than the bottom.
What about the knife? Nothing?
Nothing.
That's all we got so far, nothing. You know, the weirdest thing about this guy is the way that he's willing to try anything. He doesn't care what he tries.
Maybe that's why he gets away with everything.
We couldn't even get anybody to identify the car, much less the license plates.
Most we got is the fact that he needed body work.
Ah, I found a parking ticket I forgot to pay. Sergeant Anderson.
The game is finally over, Sergeant. Now you're going to die. In just a few more hours.
Excuse me. It's so noisy in here. Could you say that again? I didn't hear you.
Who was it? Was it him?
He said I was going to die in a few hours. Why? Something's made up his mind. I could hear it in his voice. Something's changed for him.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, will you?
What's that, buddy?
My car's in the garage. How about bringing it around to the service entrance for me?
Got it. Come on, take a walk with me.
How come he always knows where I am?
I'm assigning 2 policewomen to stay with you at my place.
It's not necessary, Bill. Come on.
No, I'll stay at a hotel. Pep, I know how tough it is. I mean, anybody would have the shakes in this kind of situation.
I appreciate what you're saying. Bill, we're looking for a killer. It just happens to be mine. I'll be okay.
Just gonna be home for a while.
Tell me the truth. Got a sink full of dishes in there?
He meant it that time.
Bet he did.
Get out of here! Get that bus out of the way! Get out of the way!
I'm looking for Sergeant Crowley.
Oh, he's right over here.
Freddie, just... Yeah, come in, will you? Freddie, just, listen, I gotta have this guy's whereabouts. Just stay on top of it, will you? Okay. Marshal, what can I do for you?
How can you work on all this heat?
Not well. What's up?
I just came from court. John Como didn't show up for his arraignment. I thought you ought to know right away.
Did he make any attempt to contact you?
None.
Marshal, listen, if you hear anything else, let me know right away, will you?
Of course.
I appreciate you coming in.
This is 7910 requesting DMV on 76 Triumph, California license 549, boy Adam K.
Roger, 7910.
License number 549, boy Adam King, registered to Big Bell Rental Agency.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. I was barely doing 60, officer.
May I have your license, please?
Sure. My insurance rate will skyrocket if you give me a ticket, you know.
Well, I clocked you at 62 miles per hour, which is 7 miles over the speed limit.
Sure. You know, you hardly see anybody going 55 anymore. Look at that.
7910 requesting wanton warrant on a John R. Como, 8136 Mammoth, Ventura.
Roger, 7910. Stand by.
Mr. Como, would you mind turning the engine off and getting out of the car, please?
Oh, sure. Certainly. My friend here tells me you're having a little trouble, Sergeant.
He didn't deny or admit anything.
But I sure, why should I? With all the charges against me, why should I?
It was you, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was it?
Como?
You see, the charges against me now are dealing narcotics, jumping bail, resisting arrest. And now you want to add on assault with attempt to commit murder. Go ahead. But, and here's the catch, you'll have to prove it.
Are you saying you didn't attempt to murder Sergeant Anderson?
No, I didn't say that. Did you hear me say that? I didn't say that.
What did you say, Como?
What I did say was... Well, I'll tell you what I didn't say. I didn't say that I did do it. You get it? Hey, when do I see my lawyer anyway?
Stands to reason he wouldn't admit it.
Yeah, Como was really enjoying himself. What do you think, Pep? Como?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, we only had 2 other suspects, and neither of them was in town.
And the 3 in prison?
No, 2. DA's office called again. The one in Chino died from a beating.
Oh, he died, huh?
Yes, they said. Now, Como was the only one who had any reason to kill me. There just isn't anybody else that makes any sense.
Well, he's not going to bother you or anybody else for a long time to come, believe me. Pep, why don't you take a few days off?
Now, I'm all right. I'm just so glad it's over.
That's a good idea, Pep. Get a little time to relax.
Where would I go? I mean, if I stay home, I have to clean the house. I'm okay.
What about the mountains?
All right.
My sleeping bag has a hole in it.
I can fix that. Fred McKnight has a cabin. He told me anytime I wanted to use it to feel free.
I'm fine.
It's 3 hours from town, it's on a lake, and there are no telephones.
No telephones?
You know, the 2 of us could use a little R&R, you know?
I love the mountains, huh? Cool breeze,
Definitely.
really nice nights.
No telephones?
What do you say?
I could use it. Could I leave in the morning?
You got it.
It will be a little cooler in the mountains. However, if only a little. Expected temperature 75 to 76 degrees. Add to this a predicted 102 degrees in the high deserts, 100...
Yeah, those crooks could have opened a warehouse with all the goods they got.
Again, I feel a little sorry about the way I treated Napoleon. What's that, the report on Como?
Yep, almost finished. Oh, Bill, hold it. You know, Pepper tried to reach Napoleon last night.
What about?
About that other $50 you owed him. But the desk clerk said he checked out.
He'll be back. Snitches don't give up $50 that easy.
Yeah. There we go. Check that over, Bill.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being at the mountains right about now?
I can imagine.
Really?
What's the temperature there?
TV says 75.
76.
75, 76. We might have
Joe.
to go up there and coax her back.
Joe.
Yeah, typo?
No, where are the notes?
What notes?
The notes to Pepper, what'd you do with them?
In my desk.
Get them for me, please. Yes, I have. Come on, please.
What? What's wrong?
You know how that F doesn't strike evenly in the notes?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing in this report Joe just typed. Look at this. Those notes were typed on this machine. pieces together ourselves. Yeah, look, just get somebody up there right away, will you, please? Okay, thanks very much.
Confirmation from the lab. The notes were typed on that machine, all right. Now, did you have any luck reaching the ranger station?
Yeah, they're sending one of their men up.
This is Atkins. Put me through to Ward.
Hang on.
What do you got, Mike?
There's nobody's at the Caswell cabin.
That's strange.
What you want me to do? Hang around here or what?
Meet you over in Sector 15. A kid broke his leg. Do what you can for him until the ambulance comes. Then check back.
I know, it's mighty strange around here. A lot of people running around here I don't know.
Yeah, the air conditioning repair man, cleaning people.
Don't forget the electrician.
Yeah, but they were only there one day.
Well, the rest of them were in and out a hell of a lot.
You know, it could have been somebody on the floor, because nothing's locked.
Now we know how the guy got into her apartment, because she keeps her purse in that bottom drawer half the time.
Yeah, you know, and he waited for his chance, made an impression of the key, and got a duplicate.
With who?
Hey, it's on again. All right.
Hey, wait a minute. This guy's been here all the time. Hey, buddy. Buddy, come on down. We'd like to ask you some questions.
Yes, sir?
How long you been here?
Since before you came in?
I've never noticed.
I thought he was the same.
But where's, the regular guy? What happened to him?
Simmons? Yeah. He called in sick. They rushed me right over. Got me out of bed at 5:30.
Yeah, well, you keep checking. Believe me, it's important. She still hadn't arrived yet. Did you find out anything?
Full name, Daniel J. Simmons.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
That kind of rings a bell. He doesn't have a record.
Okay, got it. Look, check him out. Now. Okay. They're sending a couple of men up to his house. Look, you stay on top of that, yeah?
No. No, listen. I'll be right here if you hear anything, okay? Okay.
Nobody home. Neighbors say he left this morning, hasn't been seen since. Hey, Bill, Simmons, the name. Wasn't that on Pepper's list of 5 suspects?
He was the guy that was beaten to death at Chino, wasn't he?
That's right.
What? Here we go. Father's name. Daniel James Simmons. All right, let's meet him. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, Captain Cross, this is Sergeant Crowley. Listen, we got a problem here. We're gonna have a chopper right away. I don't care about that. Let's get one from the sheriff's department.
Space Station to Unit 1. Got anything, Mike?
Somebody's car is here. Another one been parked down the road, but there ain't nobody in the cabin. You got a description? sec. Put me through to Ward.
Just a second.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, there's some shooting going on. Sectors 36, 37. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, well, I'll send Bonner to help you. Be careful.
Roger, out.
Approximately 10 minutes.
Don't move.
Why are you doing this?
For my son, Jimmy Simmons. You remember Jimmy, don't you, Sergeant Anderson?
Mr. Simmons, I'm sorry, but your son died from a beating in prison.
He wouldn't have been in prison if it hadn't been for you. You set him up. You testified against him at his trial, but you didn't tell the truth. How you lured him, how you wear clothes in such a way that...
5 women identified him as their rapist. I didn't lure him.
They're gonna believe you? You're all alike. You wear your clothes, everything to lure a man.
Men were raping women in covered wagons when they wore skirts, long skirts and blouses up to their necks. Your son was sick.
No.
Killing me is not going to bring your son back. Put the gun down.
He was all I had. He was good.
Put it down.
He was gonna haunt you. What you told the jury, but when they killed him, I knew I had to take revenge. I'd never hold my head up. You hear me? And I'm gonna kill you! Hold it!
Listen, if I lost my kid, I'm sure I'd go crazy, too.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got up here when we did, even though we wasn't much help.
If you hadn't notified the ranger station, I wouldn't be here.
I don't even like to think about that.
I'm just glad Mike wasn't killed.
Oh, it's Mike now, is it?
When they're good looking, it's Mike, is it now?
Excuse us.
Well, he's in for a nice thank you, and he gets back.
From all of us.
Speaking of thank yous, if I ever suggest you go to the mountains for a rest again, you just hit me in the head with something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look, since we're all here, why don't we take advantage of it,
Oh,
right?
Good idea.
Thank you.
You like to chop wood?
Pete doesn't mind.
And you like hauling water half a mile?
Bill will love it.
You don't mind sleeping with mosquitoes?
He never seemed to bite me.
Have a great time, because I am going back to my apartment. Dr. Freud, anybody want to lift back into town?
I wouldn't ride with anybody that talked like that.
Now that's fabulous. Hey, baby, you really got great legs.
Okay. But I don't think she's a model either.
A cop?
Hey, is my little Cheryl in a snit? It couldn't be that new girl in town, could it?
I think we can work out an arrangement for commissions.
What about the Liz agency?
Dead.
Darling, you're early.
What'll I tell him, Cynthia? The soap sponsors want someone with long red hair.
Tell him to call Rita Hayworth. But mine's too brittle from that last shampoo commercial. Great stuff, but for 8 hours, I was lathered up to my ears.
Sorry, Cynthia's gone to Paris for a few days. But how about Sheila Jones? Okay.
Sheila's blonde.
She was. Yes?
Do I know you?
No, I'm new in town.
You sure are. Honey, welcome to our fair city, and no offense, but take a look around. Start looking like them, then come back. Sherry, Helen?
Oh, excuse me. Could you tell me, is that the Liz Adams?
That was the Liz Adams. 90 years ago, give or take.
Well, Bernie, what's your candid opinion?
What's yours, Liz?
Too fat, too much eye rouge, too blah. And I hope her face breaks out in terminal acne, the little ungrateful snitch. She thinks the John Paul Agency can do more for her than I can.
The agency can't. But John Paul can.
That's the only reason Cheryl Bell would sign with him. How else could he get any of my girls? On second thought, make that not too bad a case of acne. She'll be back, begging me to sign her again. Once John Paul finds a newer model and starts asking Cheryl to pay her commissions in cash. When she does come back, I think I'll ignore her for a few days. And then very reluctantly, I'll agree to handle her again. But only if she loses 10 pounds. Let her suffer. Let her not eat cake.
Cute.
What? Greg Peters on line 2. He wants to talk to you to find out what's wrong. Greg, darling. My girl tells me you're all in a dither, as well you should be. I see you're hiring models from John Paul. My cast-offs.
Liz. Get serious. The magazine absolutely insisted that I hire Cheryl. I had no choice. I had to deal with that guy. Now, your bookers tell me I can't have any more of your girls? I'm off limits?
Greg, dearest, let's just put it this way. Until you decide to deal with me exclusively, suck eggs.
Drop dead.
The new Midge look. Well, what do you think?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on, it's gorgeous. Look at it, it's just perfect for you.
I don't know, I think I prefer the pepper look.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came in for a perm.
How do you like my new hairstyle?
It's gonna be terrific with a layer around your neck.
What? You mean Barnes finally approved my vacation?
Starting Saturday morning, you are gonna go braless and badgeless for 2 glorious weeks.
Badgeless?
Uh-oh. Andy, steel yourself.
I'm Steele. Come on.
Say hello to my partner, Sergeant William Crowley.
William?
Andrew?
For the past 2 years, you have been combing out a policewoman.
Police?
Don't worry, I can't bust you for gossip. Now, tell me what you think from both of you. For Hawaii, I want the truth now.
For Hawaii? Let it all hang out. You're not going to need me over there.
You don't like it, do you?
I think it might be nice on Pete.
Buzz. Don't run away.
Mr. Thompson from de Blasio Advertising is here, sir.
Yeah, well, give me a chance to catch my breath, huh? And send him in. Why Why don't you leave your vital statistics with my secretary, and I'll call you later. That's, Laurie?
Laurie.
Laurie. Ciao.
New?
From Seattle. Nice, huh? Mm-hmm. How'd you like an exclusive on that, Jack?
Oh, you know we can't. What would we do with Midge?
Dump her. Midge's old hat. By the way, how are the Muller shampoo sales going?
Oh, that's just it, Sean. Sales are skyrocketing. And old man Muller is convinced it's the Midge Cleary image that's doing it. He wants an exclusive with her.
So why come to me, sweetheart? She's Liz's client.
That's the problem. The Dragon Lady wants an eye and a leg to close the deal.
Okay, Jack, let's have it.
To sign an exclusive with Midge, Liz also wants to sign an exclusive with her. That means using only Liz models, none from you. None from any other agency.
And you're gonna knuckle under to that? Great.
What can we do? Muller Shampoo is our biggest account. And the old man will pull it if we don't sign Midge to an exclusive.
You keep repeating that word.
It's the word. What can we do?
Yes, Mr. Paul.
Get me Liz Adams. And I want Liz Adams personally, not one of her flunkies.
Tony, you do not seem to understand this is a business I am trying to run.
I seem to recall that I am a part of that business, Elizabeth.
Yes, a very active part. After hours.
Look, love, I enjoy the company of beautiful women. That has never been a secret.
Well, just leave my girls alone. Especially the night before a job call. Adriana came in this morning a wreck. I had to replace her at the last minute.
Look, can't we continue this discussion some other time? I mean, you're busy, and I do have to be running around.
Tony, I'm warning you. Leave them alone. Yes.
John Paul on the phone.
Put him on. John, what's on your mind?
You, beautiful. And a friendly chat over lunch or dinner?
Well, I'd love to, except my calendar is all filled up.
So's mine, sweetie. That noise you just heard? That's my calendar being cleared.
Tomorrow night.
Tonight.
Tonight. My place. 8-ish. We'll have cocktails.
I'll bring along a bottle. Something light and charming.
That'll be nice. John, for our little chat, I think you ought to seriously consider the possibility of a merger between our two agencies. The money will be obscenely good, and you'll still have your crumbs to play around with. See you tonight, darling.
8 sharp. Ciao.
Ciao. Oh, I've got you hanging on the ropes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Darling. Darling, you're early.
Pineapple in each hand.
Stay off the grass. So what is the very first thing you're going to do once you land?
Wring the tears out of my handkerchief, and I'm going to strip down to the briefest bikini allowed, and I'm going to bake and broil. And where is my drink? Ah, bless you.
You know, the second thing I want you to do is to have a Mai Tai on me. A double Mai Tai.
You got it.
I'll get that.
If it's for me, tell him I'm in the shower with friends.
Yeah, hello? He's here. Just a minute. William. For you, buddy.
I wonder what she wants.
Come on now.
Thank you.
I'm not so sure about that. It's not Raquel Welch calling.
Hello. Oh, yeah, put him on, will you, Carl?
Will you be going to the Big Island, Pepper?
Yeah, I'm going to Maui and Kauai and Molokai. I've saved for this for 3 years. I'm going to shoot the works. And I'm going to sun and read and relax.
Just got a call.
Have you ever been to the island of Kamanawan?
Then, Parks, I would suggest you just look into something a little less comfortable, because he wants to see us right away.
Why didn't you tell him I broke my leg?
Well, then I'd have to tell him that we had to shoot you.
I know it's late, but Homicide has asked for our help.
Captain, I leave for Hawaii in the morning.
I've got a gut feeling about this case, and I want to start moving on as soon as possible. We'll get a lot of flack from the chief and the newspapers if we don't come up with a quick answer.
You mean it wasn't robbery?
No, nothing was taken. And you can forget about prints. They used gloves.
Captain, what's this gut reaction you mentioned?
Well, I think whoever killed Elizabeth Adams had to be somebody she knew. Certainly she's going to look through the viewer in the door before she opens it to make sure it's someone she recognized. And there's our problem. The people Elizabeth Adams would know are influential, well-known in many cases, even famous. So we're going to have to handle this with kid gloves. Not push, but still get the information. Now, Crowley, you'd be in charge of an open investigation, but I think it would be extremely helpful if we could get an inside track to the model world scene, or whatever you want to call it. Pepper?
Yes.
Have you bought clothes for your vacation yet?
Practically a whole new wardrobe. I even bought a new straw hat.
Good. That'll save the department a little money. You can use them when you apply for the modeling job tomorrow. Pepper, you're the best man for the job. Will you do it for me?
Yes, sir.
I'd have to guess New York, right?
No, most of my work was in the San Francisco area.
Well, this is the best portfolio I've seen in months. Great look, great legs, but, excuse me. Jean Paul Agency? Yes. Wait, let me put K on. Casey, can you grab line 3? It's Bimco deodorant. The gal you sent over has flabby elbows. Actually, we're not taking on any new girls at the moment. You know, I'm sorry to have to say that, but on the other hand, Lido Panio, strictly COD. I mean, if you're right, good. If you're not, no reimbursement for the inconvenience. You have to do that with new girls, okay?
All right.
Name?
Pepper. Piper.
Pepper Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers?
Stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum.
Very hip. Good identification. Here, fill in the rest. Here's the photographer's name. He wants you there at 11. Sharp.
Today?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Pepper Piper. Pepper Piper, San Francisco. Great folio.
Among other things.
Ready?
Blast away.
Fabulous. You look gorgeous. Now lick your lips. The dress is divine. You are a major beauty. Woo! Hold it. Great. Great, sweetheart. Hold it. Perfect. Let me focus. Got it. You got it, baby. Nostalgia's in. Give him a little bit of the 50s and you got it made.
Did Liz Adams start this way?
No way, baby. In her day, a bit of stocking was thought of as shocking. Now, that's fabulous.
She's not that old.
Liz? Like Methuselah, she lived 900 years too long.
I get the feeling you didn't particularly like her.
Who did?
Why's that?
Because she was trying to be a monopoly, and nobody likes that. Now sit down for a minute and take it easy. Good old Liz is gonna have the biggest funeral this town has seen in years.
Well, how? Nobody liked her.
That's just the point. We're all gonna show up to see if she's really dead. Then we can all rest in peace. Amen. Hey, baby, you really got great legs.
tell the players we'll have a scorecard.
The one in black with the white blouse is Eleanor Pom-Pom Simpson. The one in the black cape is Karen Chi-Chi Hagenson.
Sound like a couple of strippers.
Yeah, they were models when names like Candy and Choo-Choo were in. They worked at the same time Liz Adams did.
Ladies, pardon me. May I speak to you just a second? Could you tell me exactly when the last time was that you three saw each other?
5 years ago, wasn't it, Karen?
Oh, at least. Closer to 6. It was at our reunion in New York, remember?
Yes. I haven't been down to see Liz since. She was always so busy.
Now, neither of you ladies continued your modeling career after your marriages. Why was that exactly? Well, we were in the business nearly 10 years. The average model only lasts about 5. I think we did our fair share of modeling, wouldn't you say, Ellen?
Well, yes, although I am considering some offers to... Well, this is no time to discuss trivia. Karen?
Lizzie's waiting. And she never liked to be kept waiting.
Today, we are gathered together here to pay our final respects to a truly great individual, Elizabeth Adams, your friend and mine.
Speak for yourself, Reverend.
What can I say about such a well-known personality when everything has been said?
Not everything, but I can't say it here. Be sacrilegious.
Many of you here today were recipients of her vast generosity. To be
Actually, she was good to me, John.
as she so often put
Really,
it,
she was a real good lady.
need an honor.
Are you stoned?
As quite a few of you here know, to be an old friend, as I was fortunate to be, means my life is richer and happier for having known such a great lady who, with her heavy schedule, always found time to help us here with our charities and benefit programs. There is only one life, and that life is God's life, and it is perfect. And that life right now is Elizabeth Adams' life. She is in complete harmony with the divine spirit of God.
I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A little bit, hang on, a little bit further. Here you go. There you go.
I just can't believe this. She didn't deserve to die. And to go like that. Shot. Oh, my God.
Close your eyes and rest. Come on. Rest. That's it. Easy.
Excuse me. Can I help?
Yes, you certainly can. What's your name?
Pepper.
Pepper, I'm Tony. And yes, you can help me. I warn you, I just may go into shock if you don't join me for dinner tonight.
Seriously, Mr. Mann.
Say, Eleanor? Oh, don't take this seriously. She still calls it swooning. It's quite calculated, I assure you.
Couldn't I get her a glass of water?
Sherry, if that's still her favorite, would bring her around quicker. But I suppose you can't get any wine in here unless you go through proper channels. Hey, she's coming around. Hope you do the same. Come around, that is. You know, I've got a really fun yacht.
I've heard.
So you said no to a yacht?
It was easy.
Well, maybe you should have said yes.
Why?
Because I checked the guy out. Listen to this. Anthony Mann, 55 years of age. Loaded down with real estate money and oil money and money. Married 5 times to date. First wife, Elizabeth Adams.
Say that again?
I didn't stutter, sweetheart. Just married our victim.
Well, he certainly didn't act like a husband at a wife's funeral.
So he probably forgot he was ever married to her. You know, a guy with all those lovely little ladies, it's hard to remember anything.
He bankrolled Liz Incorporated, which probably means he still has a chunk of the action.
I'll check him out.
Yeah. Now, what about Greg Peters, your friendly neighborhood photographer? You know, I hear he hated the lady.
Yeah, well, I'm running a check on him. His alibi is he was at his mother's for a weekly dinner, but we'll see.
Okay. I think I'll work on some of the models.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
You know, as far as I'm concerned right now, the number one suspect, motive-wise, is John Paul.
Okay, why?
According to the scuttlebutt in the industry, he and Liz Adams hated each other worse than kids hate castor oil. I think I'll try to get a line on him from his girlfriend. Did you ever get a name?
Cheryl Belle.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Sergeant Crowley. Well, you really should have called. I can't expect a girl to always be presentable.
I'm sure you always are, Miss Bell.
Well, almost always. You want some wine or something?
Oh, no, it's a little early for me, thanks.
What was it that you wanted to talk to me about?
I want to talk to you about Liz Adams. You worked for her, didn't you?
Yes. I guess you heard we had a fight when I left.
I heard something about that. Yeah.
That wasn't as bad as it sounds, Sergeant. Lots of models change agencies every day.
You're John Paul's girlfriend, isn't that right?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you something straight on, Miss Bell. Do you know if John Paul had anything at all to do with the murder?
Sergeant, if you're trying to find out where John was the night Liz was killed, he was with me all night.
And Greg Peters called. Said we're sensational posing for the Lido pantyhose account.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, I can't see it myself.
Use your imagination, Mr. Paul. It's sometimes better.
Touché, sweetheart. What would you say to an exclusive contract with me, the John Paul Agency?
I've only been in town a few days.
And you want to shop around?
That's right. I'm in no terrific rush.
You won't find a better offer. And I think we can work out an arrangement for commissions.
What about the Liz Agency?
Dead. At least Liz is. And without Liz, there is no agency. The John Paul Agency is now #1. How about it?
I'll let you know tomorrow. Okay?
Dinner tomorrow night?
Dinner?
I'll cook it myself. Actually, I'm an excellent cook. Have you ever had Long Island duckling with tangerines?
No, but I think I'm going to.
And why don't you come informal? Very.
John,
Don't you ever knock?
I'd like to talk to you. Alone.
I'm leaving. What time tomorrow night, John?
10. Mallorca has spoiled me for early dining.
Isn't that the way? Goodbye.
Tomorrow night? You're having dinner with her tomorrow night?
Strictly business, baby. Can you believe anyone that looks like that, an advertising executive? Could mean a big account for us.
What's her name?
Mrs. Piper.
Mrs.?
Mrs. A very happily married Mrs. You know, the first thing she walked in and showed me a picture of her husband. Better looking than me, if you can believe.
What agency is she with?
Oh, I don't know, a new one, some kind of a French name. And you know me and French. I'll find out for you and you can check it out if you want, all right? Hey, come on, baby, it's strictly business. Strictly business.
When will the agency be opening again?
Well, tomorrow, hopefully.
What time?
You're not one of our girls.
No, but
She should be, Bernie, most definitely.
Good morning, Mr. Mann. Good to see you.
Miss Pepper Piper, right?
Right.
Well, it's an unforgettable name. Also an unforgettable face. How about lunch? On dry land. Now, you can't refuse me twice.
Well,
Good. That smile says yes. I couldn't take a frown for an answer. Not this time, anyway.
Come in, Miss Pepper. Please.
Thank you.
Would you mind waiting in the reception room for just a minute while I talk over a little business with Bernie?
Of course not.
We'll use Elizabeth's office.
Sure.
Don't go away. This won't take long.
You can't.
Oh, but I can. I am. See, my agreement with Liz was quite simple. Whoever survived got the business.
Survived? Over the years, only because she promised that I would afford the business.
You're forgetting, Bernie, that she did not retire. she died. She was murdered. You want I have to spell it out for you? All right. I will. The business belongs to me.
Sure, but you'll need help.
No, Bernie. This I want to run my way. Why, it's the dream of every red-blooded American boy to own his very own modeling agency filled with the world's most gorgeous women. That's a job that I want to handle alone. Take your time packing. We won't be reopening for several days.
She was really beautiful.
A magnificent first wife. Ready for lunch? I know this terrific new little crepe just down the street.
Sounds delicious.
I think you'll like it.
It's a great motive for murder. I might even be tempted myself.
Well, it'd be kind of tough for me with all those lovely ladies being a celibate.
What'd you gonna have, a hamburger, Pepper?
Oh, after all those crepes, Tony made me try about 20 different kinds.
Tony?
Oh, we're getting kind of chummy with our suspects, huh, Bill?
Pete, he is not a suspect. His yacht, with him aboard, was on its way up from Baja at the time of the murder, and the Coast Guard has it on record.
I'll pick up that book.
No, I'll get it.
I'll get it.
Thank you.
209. You only change, man. You got 9 cents?
Oh, guy bought a house that way, Bill.
Mine taken care of.
Oh, thanks, William.
Pepper, you saw Eleanor Simpson's and John Paul's names on Liz Adams' incoming telephone calls, right?
Yes.
Well, that means both of them must have talked to her the day she was murdered. Wonder why.
I don't know. Eleanor Simpson's call came from San Francisco. It seems they talked from time to time. I checked it out. Girl talk, probably.
How'd you check it out?
I called San Francisco, talked to the maid.
Why'd you talk to the maid? Why didn't you talk to her?
She said the lady of the house has left for her cabin near Vancouver, and she left right after the funeral. Maybe I can find out why John Paul called her that day. I'm seeing him for dinner tonight at 10.
Maybe you won't have to keep that date. I just may run interference for you.
Are you sure? I know what they say about being on duty, but...
No, thanks. I'm fine. I'm sure.
Frankly, I was surprised and a bit nervous when you called and asked to see me. Am I under any kind of suspicion?
Mr. Paul, a lot of people are under suspicion, under proven innocent. I'd just like to clear up a confusing point right now. When was the last time you talked to Liz Adams?
Obviously, Sergeant, you're not familiar with the modeling business. You see, Liz Adams and I were not exactly what you'd call on speaking terms. It's been maybe 2 or 3 years since we've talked.
And I've got to assume that when you called her on the day of the murder, you didn't talk to her. Your incoming call was logged.
It was a major goof in my devious scheme to cover my tracks. That was and is the only time I've talked to her, and it was only for a moment.
What'd you talk about?
Well, it was about a mutual client. The call was on impulse. Stupid impulse.
This mutual client would have been Cheryl Bell, by any chance? We understand that she left Liz's agency to sign up with you.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was about Cheryl.
And?
Well, Sergeant, that's a little personal. Must I go into details?
Miss Bell's already told me that she was with you the night of the murder.
And you don't believe her?
Mr. Paul, in a murder investigation, look, I mean, you take everything with a grain of salt. No, right now, I have no reason for not believing her. Or you. Thank you very much for your time.
Liz Incorporated.
Who in the hell saw that incoming calls log?
I don't know, Mr. Paul. I tore out the page the minute I came in this morning.
Someone saw it before that. Now, who was in the office?
Only Bernie and Mr. Mann that I know of. And some model, new one. Pepper Piper.
Yeah, she was here too.
Okay, I've reloaded. I've got one more roll. The wind machine's on. The bikini looks sensational. Honey, you look so gorgeous. Let me just get this. Oh, come on. You look so beautiful. Now, just hold it. Gorge. That's right. Major career for you. Sweetheart, one more angle. You are going to love this. I promise you a cover. It is so fabulous. Wait a minute. Let me just get this. That's it. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got it. Now, why don't you get out of those things? I know you must be freezing.
Oh, you must have shot 200 today. Why don't you just use a movie camera?
Oh, hey, is my little Cheryl in a snit? What's your beef? Now, don't tell me it couldn't be that new girl in town, could it? The Lido pantyhose model, perhaps?
All right, what's our little secret? Just between us. Oh, come on, Greg. You're dying to tell me, so tell me.
Okay. Did John sign Pepper Piper? I know he was interested in her a lot.
Oh, really? Well, for your information, Mrs. Piper just happens to be an advertising executive.
Those legs I photographed? An advertising lady executive? Oh, baby, come on.
You lied to me.
A pale beige fib, there's a difference.
Is there? And what about Liz? Were you lying about that, too? John, where were you the night the police think you were with me?
I was with you, you know that. What's the matter with you?
Not when she was killed, not then, and there's nothing the matter with me.
Okay. Harper Gal is not an advertising executive. But I don't think she's a model either. She's been snooping around Liz's place. Could be a undercover type.
A cop?
That's what I'm gonna find out tonight.
You mean you're keeping your dinner date? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, that's just great. What's on for the evening? Duckling with passion fruit?
Cheryl, I could be saving your hide. She could be trying to get to you through me. It could have nothing to do with Liz. Now, love, come on, baby. You gotta trust me. Don't do anything foolish, huh? Okay. It's okay, baby.
Crowley, yeah.
All I'm saying is that John Paul knows that a certain blonde is not an advertising executive or a model. And she's real smart. She won't go over there to see him tonight. Am I coming through clear, Crowley?
Hello? Hello? Hey, where's Pepper? Pepper.
Something's up.
Something's off. Your candlelit dinner.
What's going on?
I just got a call from his girlfriend. At least it sounded like her. She says they both know that you're not a model.
I didn't blow my cover.
You either blew it or it's a very good guess.
But I couldn't have.
Yeah, well, whatever. You just call him and tell him you got this headache.
Bill,
Yeah?
let me run with what we got. Let me do my thing.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, John. I really am. I'm really sorry.
About what?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
You're stoned again.
No, I'm not really.
You promised me you're off of that stuff. What stupid thing did you do this time,
Nothing.
Cheryl?
I didn't.
Tell me!
I told that Sergeant Crowley not to let that blonde come here tonight.
What else did you tell him? That I was dangerous, that I was a killer, that I was a doper like you?
I didn't. Ah! I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to.
Mr. Paul? Hope this isn't a bad time for you.
No, come on in, Sergeant.
Oh, Guess it is a bad time for you.
Look, Crawley, you don't have to play cozy with me. You know that Pepper, whatever her real name is, coming in for dinner tonight.
I do? You tell me.
You want me to tell you that I killed Liz Adams? Is that what you want me to say?
Did you?
Come on.
Tell me something, Mr. Paul. You get your kicks slapping women around, things like that?
Cheryl?
Sergeant Crowley?
Miss Bell?
Did I hurt you, baby? Our cop friend apparently was listening outside the door.
Why'd you phone me, Miss Bell? You seemed pretty concerned about my partner at the time. Yeah, that's right, my partner. Her name's Sergeant Anderson. She's trying to find out who murdered Liz Adams.
Well, it wasn't John. He was with me all night. Now, I'll swear to that on a stack of Bibles. He was here with me.
You want her to swear to that on just one Bible? In court?
I was at Liz's home that night.
John!
But I didn't see her.
Why'd you go there?
The call from Liz that day? We made arrangements to meet for drinks at her place at 8. Just the two of us. Got there, the house was dark. I rang the doorbell anyway, but nobody answered. Then I came home.
And I was here. And we were together all night. I mean, the rest of the night.
I'm gonna have to ask you to come down to headquarters with me and repeat those statements.
Why?
It's all right, baby. It's gonna be all right.
Might as well wait for Sergeant Anderson. What time she do?
Well, she said she'd be delayed, but she should have been here by now.
What does that mean?
She phoned earlier and said she'd be a half an hour or so late.
Did she tell you why?
It was about the newspaper item. You know, the gossip column in the Daily Herald.
No, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
It was about spotting Pom Pom. That's Eleanor Simpson. Walking down Wildwood Avenue alone. Dark glasses, her collar up. Like Garbo taking one of her strolls.
Is Eleanor Simpson still in town?
One of my friends saw her at her hotel yesterday.
What hotel?
Chateau Dinard.
Who is it?
Pepper Anderson.
Who?
I'm a friend of Tony Mann's. I'd like to talk to you.
May I come in?
Yes.
Thank you.
You were in the chapel.
Yes.
One of Liz's girls.
I was in the chapel, but I'm a policewoman.
What is it that I can do for you?
I'd like to ask you a few questions that might help us with our investigation.
Of course. Would you like a drink?
Oh, no. Why are you here, Miss Simpson?
I don't understand the question.
Well, I called you, and your housekeeper said that you'd left for Canada.
Oh, yes. That's exactly what I told her to say.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to be bothered by anyone. You see, I've been feeling rather ill since the services for Liz, and I just want to be by myself. No traveling, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm feeling a little better now.
So now you'll be leaving?
Yes. There's a midnight flight to San Francisco. I'll be on it.
There was a notation in Liz Adams' office for her to call you on the day she was murdered. Did she?
Yes.
Did she give any indication that she felt threatened by anyone, by anything?
No. She was, she sounded like Liz. She was perfectly happy, content, confident. Liz. I'm really sorry. I mean, I just don't think I can be very much help.
Are you all right?
No, that's all right. I'm still really not feeling all that well. I have a terrible headache. One of those awful migraines. Pills, my pills. I know I packed them, but where? Oh, yes. What did you say your name was?
Sergeant Anderson.
Well, Sergeant, I assume that you carry one of these in your purse. So I would suggest that you put it down. Put it down!
Why did you fly down here and kill her with that after you talked on the phone? What did she say?
She asked me how her favorite closet drunk was doing with the booze. She was always very direct, Liz was. And I said I've been cutting down. And she said, well, that's wonderful, darling. But I hear you want to go back to work again, and I have just the thing for you. It shoots here tomorrow, she said, so why don't you come on down tonight? And I said, anything for you, Liz. And then I asked her about the job. It was a wrinkle cream ad. Before and after. All you have to do is show yourself twice. Once, like it is, darling. And then we'll airbrush the hell out of you. She was telling me that I was old. She wanted to humiliate me in front of the whole world by showing that I was old. And old means ugly. And I am not.
You are still very beautiful, but you're not well. You've been drinking.
You just sit right back down. Don't you move.
If you don't give me your gun, I can't get you any help.
Where? In prison? A sanitarium? Oh, no, I can just hear them all in places like that. Screaming and... Look at her. She's old, ugly and old.
You're not. No, you're not. Look. Look in that mirror. Look at yourself. Look inside. You are beautiful. Look. Look at yourself. Look inside yourself. You're a beautiful woman. She was wrong. You see? You are beautiful. You are. We have to go now.
Pepper, we're gonna be in serious trouble if you don't step on it.
We'll make it. We'll make it.
You ready?
Just about.
Huh? What's the matter?
I'm tired. It took me 4 hours to make out that report last night. I'm gonna need Hawaii after her. Hey, why don't you spring me for an extra week? You can do it.
Only if I can join you for the last 2.
I'm booked for a single room, and I'll be flitting from island to island.
Well, maybe I'll come over and flit with you.
Who would water my plants?
I'll get a long hose. Come on. We'll talk about it on the way to the airport.
Oh, yeah, we better go. Oh.
You want me to get there?
No.
You sure?
Okay. Yeah, hello? Oh, no, she left for the airport about 2 hours ago. This is the housekeeper. She said something about never coming back, but I think she was joking. Who? Yeah? Captain Parks? Yeah? Oh, yeah, the same to you.
24 one-pound bags of pure speed.
Street value of about $500,000.
I left a young girl with a sheet over her face this morning, and I'm in no mood.
Liz, I'm in trouble. I warned you not to go off with those dope addict friends of yours.
I ain't gonna have no two-bit junkie ripping off my speed.
All right, let's hit him now.
Music. Nobody but me. In there! In there! You boys! Turn down that trash, you hear? You want me to call the police?
Roger Wilkins?
Yes?
I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I talked to some cops this morning. I don't know what else I can tell you.
They said you were upset and they didn't want to press you, but it's very important, Roger.
Come in. I was just packing Billy's things to give them to his family.
Were you roommates for a long time?
2 years, ever since we got here.
It's a long time.
Long enough to get to know someone real well, not really know him at all. I mean, I tried a few things, but I never got into anything like heavy. I guess that's okay to say to a cop.
It is, to me.
Man, I've never seen such great looking speed. Look at that. Hey, Laura, come give us a hand.
Hey, what's the matter, babe?
It's these two kids.
Well, we killed them, huh?
Yes.
Hey, look, we didn't kill anybody. Look, people overdose every day. It's not our fault. Come on, we don't even know if it was our stuff. I mean, it's not like we're the only source in town. How about a little help from the prettiest chick I've ever seen, huh?
Put a knife to thy throat if thou be given to cursed appetites. For the morsel thou eateth shalt thou vomit up.
Hey, come on. Listen, it's like we're the liquor business, you see? They distill it and people drink it. Now, if somebody drinks too much and gets behind the wheel of his car and kills himself, are they responsible? Huh?
But booze is legal. What we're doing isn't.
Hey, come on, that's ether. You want to blow us up?
Man, she's spaced out. She doesn't understand nothing.
Yeah.
How's it coming?
Fine. She'll bring it in later this afternoon when she checks in.
What does it look like?
Well, I don't like to brag, but it happens to be the best looking stuff we've ever made.
Stay on it.
Right. Come on. Let's get it finished.
Marty, don't make me mule that stuff.
Why? Because some faceless, nameless nobody might OD?
Maybe. And look, I don't want to get busted.
Oh, honey.
I mean, the cops are probably all over the place.
Ball and bleed. Ball and bleed. That's all you ever do.
Marty,
no,
make it
loosen
stop.
up.
Stop it,
Stick it.
please.
Loosen up. Lay up.
Oh, man, listen, my little lady's just a little... She's a little down. She's gonna be all right. Hey, she's gonna be all right.
The speed. Do you know where he was getting it?
No.
No hint? Nothing that can help us? Your friend is dead, Roger. He's dead.
He never said. And I never asked. His mother and father, I expect them in a few minutes. If it's okay with you.
Oh. All right.
About the speed. I want you to believe me.
I do.
Hi, Sarge. Pull up a hood.
How you doing, Hooper?
Anybody ever tell you you look absolutely smashing?
The head of Scotland Yard every time he phones me for advice. No thanks. When are you ever going to clean this thing?
Well, maybe never. I don't want to find out what's under all the dirt. So, what do you know?
That's my question.
As soon as I'm on to anything, you're the first blonde I call.
Come on, Hooper. This is serious. 7 people are dead.
Yeah. Talk is it's a new operation. They're turning out some real heavy junk. But I haven't been able to score any. Yet. Sarge, am I alone on this?
No, we got some other people working on it, but so far nothing.
Sarge, you don't need any other hustlers. If it's out there, I'll find it. Have I ever let you down?
Yes.
Yeah?
Where is she?
She ain't there yet. What's the matter? No lady. She didn't show.
Yeah, it's Marty. That two-bit chick of yours, when'd she leave?
About an hour ago. Come on, Ralph, give her a break. She'll be there.
She should have been here a half hour ago. She split.
Maybe she had an accident, huh?
Don't give me any accident. There was no accident. Now, does she have any friends down here?
No, it's just a sister up in San Francisco, but that's the last place she'd go. Look.
Now, you look, pal. You better find her, you understand? I ain't gonna have no two-bit junkie ripping off my speed. That's worth $100 grand.
All right, we'll work our way back down to the bar.
Yeah.
That Bible reading tramp of yours.
Cool it, huh?
She really broke it
Come
off.
on, cool it! She probably split because you roughed her up.
Hey, wait, don't lay any of the stuff on me. She probably quit because she didn't know any better.
Busted.
Huh?
What if she did get busted?
Yes, I'd like to place a call to San Francisco. The number is 555-8834. Hello? Hello?
Who is this?
Betty? Hi, this is Lara.
How are you?
What do you want, Lara? Oh, I was just thinking about you, and I decided to call.
How are you doing?
Just fine.
Is your apartment okay? Comfortable?
It's fine.
Hey, Bet, did you ever get that new couch you said you wanted? I think you said it was pale blue.
Lara, I'm busy. I have to go.
Listen, I'm in trouble, and I don't know what to do.
I don't want to hear it.
I need your advice.
You wouldn't listen to me when I warned you not to go off with those dope addict friends of yours.
Please.
Why should you listen to me now?
But look, you don't understand what's happened.
I can't help you, Lara.
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Goodbye.
Betty, wait. I don't have anyone else to turn to.
Well, if you haven't forgotten how, you might try praying. Goodbye.
Have you completed your call?
Well, we got a lead at a plant called Glasser Laboratories. It seems as if certain key chemicals have, how did the man say it, Joe?
Dwindled away mysteriously.
Any ideas how?
Well, it looks like somebody takes them out of the security area during the day and comes back for them at night. Crab. Pep, you get
The Becky special.
over there.
Thanks. What about suspects?
What's the Becky special?
Cream cheese, onion, and ketchup.
Suspects is, too many people have access. We really couldn't pinpoint any one person.
Inside job.
Yeah, that's it.
Cream cheese, onion, and ketchup?
And potato salad, that's what makes it work. Well, it's a lot more interesting than pastrami on whole wheat.
Any extra mustard?
Yeah, right here. Extra mustard.
Thank you. Okay. Tonight you guys stake out the plant. Pep and I are gonna hit some of the valley hangouts.
What'd you get, Pete?
I got Royster's Fantasy.
Peanut butter.
Yes, nestling comfortably on a bed of lettuce. That's what makes it work.
What makes you work, Pete?
Shipping. Mr. Allen, it's for you.
Shipping, Alan.
I got a rush order. Tonight, I got an important deadline to meet.
Tomorrow. It's too late to make my usual arrangements for today. And Brooks, I'll need some extra consideration this time.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means the doctor has lined up a donor for my daughter. They're getting set for surgery. I'll have to have an extra couple of thousand.
You bring in a good load. We'll talk.
You need me. My daughter needs this operation.
Okay. Okay, you got it. But you're gonna owe me one, you hear?
We looked everywhere, not a trace.
I am meeting a guy in an hour for the biggest deal I ever set up, and I'm supposed to tell him what? I can't deliver?
Hey, it's not our fault, Ralph.
You should have brought the stuff over yourself instead of that ding-a-ling broad. I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna look in every dive, every movie house, every bar, every coffee shop. You're gonna find her.
Don't get pushy, Ralphie. Nobody elected you boss.
I elected me boss when I set you dummies up in business. I made the deals. I got the chemicals.
Look, let's all relax, huh?
You're crazy.
We need each other, right?
Right.
And we're losing sight of the problem now, aren't we? Right?
All right.
All right. Look, we'll go out and hunt some more.
But I tell you, you blow this deal, you're gonna break all records making another batch because I am not blowing this deal.
Yeah.
See, Leo?
I've seen everything. Boys, girls playing together and on the same team.
Yeah. Who's winning?
We both are if you brought the merchandise.
Yeah. Hey, look. There's been a little complication. The broad that was supposed to deliver the stuff disappeared. She might have got busted. We're trying to find out.
We had a deal.
We still have a deal. Just take a little longer, that's all.
How much?
Well, if the broad doesn't show up, then we have to make another batch. It'll only take a few days.
I don't have a few days.
You're just gonna have to wait, that's all.
You don't hear so good, do you? Stalls are unhealthy.
Tell you what, give me till tomorrow morning, all right? Tomorrow morning.
9 o'clock here.
Thanks, Elio. I'll be here, 9 o'clock.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I could find some razor blades?
Yeah, of course.
They're for my boyfriend.
Injector or regular?
Regular.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
You think you could play that in C?
Be careful, Joseph. It's very slippery there.
Well, I slipped a suit for a cup of coffee. Would you like one?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Hey, gang.
Hi.
Late. I'm sorry. How'd it go at the lab?
No, Dillette and Poe took over for us about an hour ago.
No action?
Well, like your ordinary shutdown lab on an ordinary night. How about yourself?
Ev's been out dancing.
I think we hit 14 discotheques.
Oh, actually, it was only 10.
It feels like 14, and we got nothing.
I just had a full concert with the janitor.
We missed another one?
Well, what do you say? You wanna hit the road?
Where?
I thought maybe we'd stop off at the Miramar Ballroom and one last tango, my treat.
No thanks, my feet. How about Vinny's?
You're on. Come on, Ginger. Let's go.
I don't dig this.
Don't dig what?
They could be out there crawling around right now and we never know it.
You'd know it. Come on, relax, will you?
How long are we gonna be here?
Just till tomorrow, then we meet Ralph.
I don't dig that creep.
Yeah, but the money is so good.
Yeah, I guess.
Pete. Joe. Hey, take a look at this. Take your Pep.
Is that what I think it is?
Looks like about 20 pounds.
Who made the score?
Nobody. This arrived about a half hour ago. Special delivery, addressed to narcotics.
In the mail?
Anonymous donor. Bomb squad and Leighton Prince checked it out. Nothing but dope.
This postmark. It was mailed yesterday from somewhere in the North Valley.
That's pretty big action.
Yep. I want you guys to check out all the post offices in that zip code. See if you can come up with a description of anybody who might have sent it. I gotta get down to the lab.
got people waiting.
Hey, wait a minute. The money. I won't count it. I trust you.
What is this? This ain't no... Move it.
Miss Williams?
She's just gonna have to come across with the money to fix it.
Miss Williams?
She's in there. Open up. Use your pass key.
Miss Williams?
This is some of the highest grade methamphetamine I've ever tested. And like other samples we've had lately, it contains tyramine.
Why do you consider it such a high grade of meth when it's killing people?
There's no filler in it. No arsenic, milk sugar, or anything like that. It's pure. And the tyramine gives it an extra boost. It's like caviar to an experienced user.
You mean it's too rich for some, huh?
Right. It overloads the heart, makes it very dangerous.
How much have we got?
24 one-pound bags of pure speed.
Street value of about $500,000.
Kimberly, for you.
Well, I bet somebody's real unhappy about losing that little package. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how much money there is in dealing with other people's misery?
Where is it? Okay, we're on our way. Listen, tell Royster and Stiles to meet us there. Yeah. Well, that's very interesting. Our men just found one of these bags next to some girl who'd slashed her wrist in a motel. They seem to think she might have sent this stuff.
She's still alive?
She's dead in hell.
Hi, Sarge. What's happening, baby?
I left a young girl with a sheet over her face this morning, and I'm in no mood. This had better be solid.
It is.
Okay. Where do we go?
Beer Bowery.
K-52, you heard the man. Let's go.
To the Bowery it is.
Over here. We're going to be your host for Animals Lanterns this afternoon. To start our show off, we'll show you how to play the sea lion conjugal over here. Seal, be quiet. Okay, what we're going to do to make it just a little bit harder on Gretchen, we're going to add a little twist to it. So Gretchen, are you ready? Take on. Here's the first one.
Astro, this here's Rusty.
Hey, 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 baby. What's your sign?
Me? I'm Gemini.
The twins, right?
Waitress by day, skywriter by night.
I dig. How much flying power do you crave, Gemini?
I could use a quarter.
Mine is all in dimes, baby.
I'll take 14 dimes.
10 is the limit the first time out.
Okay. I'll take the limit.
Let me see the bread, baby.
Let me see the speed, man.
You real hip, baby.
If this is righteous stuff, I'll be seeing you.
In the stars, baby. In the stars.
What's your sign, man?
Leo.
Hey, Astro. We're police officers. You're under arrest.
Hey, man, how you dudes gonna quit dreaming? I'm Mr. Clean.
I know you are. And all that good stuff we found stashed in your spare tire is just an illusion, right?
I keep a telling you, I loaned my wheel to some dude named Bobo last week. So it must be his stash.
Where do we find Bobo?
I don't know. I just see him around sometime.
What about Lara Williams? You know her?
Not a chance.
Pal, you're really stupid. You know that? Taking this fall for somebody else, that's really stupid.
Come on, man. Give a brother a break.
You know that works two ways.
Pork by any color stinks, right?
Right. And the same for dealers, brother man.
Look, if you so rat on sure, then why don't you book me? 'Cause you ain't got a case, that's why.
Oh, yeah, we got a case. You sold to a police officer. We got a case. We're just having this little chat because we want to see how cooperative you're going to be.
Look, you got nothing on me.
Is that right? Sergeant, you want to come in, please? Say hello to Sergeant Anderson.
Hi, baby. Remember these? And that is righteous stuff. Tyramine and all.
Should have known. Gemini's got two faces. Pig and undercover pig.
That's right.
You got any other stories, dealer?
Did Hooper know?
No more than you.
Look, you gonna smooth out a few bumps for me?
Well, now, it all depends on how smooth you let us make it.
Okay, man, okay. I scored at the Irish Night Bar in the North Valley. A guy named Ralph.
After you get a statement, book him. Pete, check on that bar and see who owns it.
Yeah.
See you, Leo.
Yeah, here it is. Lara Williams, Berkeley address.
22 years old. She barely looked 17.
Hmm.
What a waste.
I called up there. Nothing on the girl except one arrest for a campus sit-in a couple of years ago. Also, we checked out an old address. The manager said she hadn't lived there for a couple of years, but she remembered her as being very quiet, shy. Kept pretty much to herself.
She didn't leave much behind, did she? Any relatives?
Yeah, a sister. She's flying down from San Francisco to identify the body. Pep, why don't you go to the morgue and have a talk with her, okay?
Would you mind taking this one, Bill?
Poor lost kid. She asked me, begged me to help her, and I wouldn't do it.
You can't blame yourself for this. I've seen it too many times. Things just go out of control. It happens too often to too many kids.
At first, I really tried to understand Sergeant Crowley. I really did.
I'm sure you did.
But I had to draw the line somewhere.
Was it just the two of them?
Yes, sir. Our parents died when we were very young.
Both parents?
Our mother died. My father, he began to drink heavily after that and to run around with women, with tramps. And one day he just left with one.
That's rough. How old were you at the time?
Only 16. And Lara was barely 14. Oh, dear God, Meryl, why?
Betty, I know how tough this is on you. But I gotta ask you these questions. And you might be able to help us, you know. You might even be able to help us save some lives. Okay?
What do you need to know?
The bar has been in operation about 6 years, and the liquor license is in the name of an individual named Ralph Brooks. He's the owner on record.
Ralph Brooks. That fits with the connection. Anything on him?
I ran him through the computer. Not even a parking ticket.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, I'm glad you didn't go.
It was tough, huh?
Yeah, she's been pretty rough on herself. I just came back from seeing Lara Williams' sister. She told me she let Lara come down here with a couple of guys from San Francisco named Marty and Sticker. She's been living with them and working. Now, you ready for this? In that bar in the North Valley that Astro told us about.
So that's her connection. Are these two guys, any last names or addresses?
She didn't know. All she knew was the address on the envelope, which was the bar.
That bar is owned by a Ralph Brooks.
Okay. Let's stake it out and put a tail on him around the clock till we get that lab owner to know every breath he takes.
Bill?
Yeah.
How about my going to see him tomorrow as Lara's sister and trying to work into the operation?
Nope.
He might take me in just to get his feedback.
No way.
Do they know her?
No. I asked her. She said she'd never met any of them. It's too risky. I don't want you doing that.
So, when have things changed?
Okay, hotshot. But I want you wired. Also, if he doesn't bite, I want you out of there fast.
All you'll see is smoke.
Who is it?
Betty Williams. Lara Williams' sister.
Wait a minute. Okay, come in.
Hi.
Hi.
Something the matter?
Lara,
What about her?
she mentioned your name, but she didn't give me a description, like a body count.
You're looking at it. What do you expect from a kid sister, and a jealous one at that?
Sit down.
Thank you.
Where is, Lara? I've been worried about her.
Worried about her or the stuff she ripped off? Speed. 25 pounds of it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. Then it belongs to me.
Hey, wait a minute. I get excited. Now, I don't know where Lara got any stuff, but maybe I could help you sell it.
Can it? Lara told me about your little setup. She always tells her big sister everything.
Would you like a drink?
Scotch, straight.
Suppose this stuff was mine. What do you want for it?
Simple. Lara split because she wants out, but I want in. You'll never see her again.
Where's the stuff?
Safe?
Safe where?
If I tell you, you suddenly don't need me anymore.
What do I need you for, anyway?
Because I know this business. My ex ran a lab, and I learned a lot from him before he got busted. Like, for example, how much do you produce a week? How much?
Okay. About 25 pounds.
With how many chemists?
2.
You should be doing closer to 40 pounds. Of course, I can't be sure unless I were to see your setup, but it sounds to me like you're not up to capacity.
Sounds to me like you might know what you're talking about. I'll tell you what. I'm expecting a delivery in a little while. When it gets here, why don't we take a spin out to the lab? If you can show me something that'll improve the operation, I'll consider cutting you in.
That's a deal.
But first, we pick up the stuff.
What for? It's safe, I told you. We'll get it tomorrow.
Look, beautiful, I don't know that you got anything.
Okay. It's at the Valley Airport in a locker. The key is in an envelope under Lara's name at the transcontinental counter.
All right.
50 to 52. Can you handle it?
Do hummingbirds hum?
12Y50 to 9Y60.
9Y60, go ahead.
Yeah, Brooks expects delivery tonight. Could be a chemical drop.
Roger, we've got it covered.
I'll be right back.
Fine, Mr. Allen.
9Y60 to 12Y50.
12Y50, what do you got?
Garbage truck just picked up the trash, but he kept 2 cartons from being compacted with the rest of the trash. Could be chemicals. He's getting ready to pull out now.
Okay, tell him, keep me informed.
Will do. Allen, the supervisor's getting in his car and is apparently going to follow.
Yeah, she always was an impulsive kid. I really didn't want her to come down here.
She mentioned that.
Yeah, but now I'm glad she didn't listen to me.
Who is it?
Bob Allen.
Door's open.
Your car's fixed the way you wanted, Mr. Brooks.
It's all there. Party's over. Time to get down to business.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll have time to party later. What do you need that for?
Just to protect the merchandise. Come on, let's go.
12Y50 to 9Y60. Give him a couple of miles away from the bar, then pick him up.
Roger.
Here they come. Let's give them a little room.
Excuse me. Excuse me, please.
Yes.
You're holding a package for me, Lara Williams.
All right, Williams. Let me see what I have for you. Ah, here we are.
Thank you.
We enjoyed moving our tail for you.
To 52. We'll alternate taking the point. And Pete, let's keep it tight.
We're parking his trunk all the way.
Baby, this stuff is just a start. I'm making some real heavy connections to expand this operation. There's no limit to how high the profits can go.
I like a man with ambition. Things over there, Ralph?
High voltage towers or something, I don't know.
Going around them like this gives me the chills. I always have the feeling that one of them's gonna fall on my car.
52, did you get your location?
52 to 50, got it. We're headed back to those high voltage transmission lines. Over and out.
You see what I got? I not only got a new batch of chemicals, I got the stuff back that Lara ripped off.
Hey, great. Where's Lara?
Lara split back to San Francisco. Betty here's her sister. She brought the stuff back.
Hi.
I see. You plan on just standing in for her, dear?
That's right.
Good. Hey, listen, I seen a picture of Lara's sister. I don't know who this broad is, but that's not Betty Williams.
Who are you?
I'm Lara's sister.
Marty says you're nobody's sister. Who the hell are you?
You've been shooting up too much, Marty.
No, I'm sorry, baby. You're not her.
I'm Bet.
She's a cop.
Oh, come on.
Give me this. Why don't you take her to the lab?
Don't cut it. I got some chemicals that won't leave a trace.
All right, let's hit him now.
Come on, lady.
Police officer, drop your gun.
Stay right there, baby. You don't move.
Hey, Joe, work your way around behind the house so you can get behind him.
Got it.
Pete, see if there's a back door to that lab. We'll cover you. Listen, don't fire directly into that lab, man. There are a lot of chemicals in there. I know. Cover it, but don't fire into the lab.
Police! Drop your pistols, put your hands behind your head. Now.
I wasn't shooting. Check my gun. I didn't shoot.
Stand up over there, buddy.
Hey, Sourpuss. It's me. Oh, you weren't really worried, were you?
No, not a chance. It's just so heartbreaking in the new girl, though.
I'm sorry I kept you boys waiting. I've been a little tied up.
Don't you ever do that to me again.
I don't want anything from you.
That little incident on the beach tonight is going to cost you another $10,000.
Yes, he's a friend.
A separate room type of friend. Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Hold it, police!
Debemos saber más esta semana. El dinero viene desde Suecia.
Thank you.
Aren't we going to order something? I'm starved.
Unless you can order and eat in 5 minutes. And in this place, it takes the waitress 5 minutes to find the menu.
Well, I'm hungry enough to try. Hi, fellas.
Jeez, we can't take you anyplace.
Bill, they're Marines. You remember what it was like, don't you?
Remember, are you kidding? I'm the only guy on our ship who had pimples.
I don't believe that. Can't we at least order something to go? I'm so hungry.
No, drink your coffee. We gotta go. Flight's due in. I'll get the coffee. 64 cents for 2 coffees? You gonna get the tip?
Semper Fidelis, fellas. How come I never heard of this Lemke?
Frank Lemke, you've heard of him.
I don't think I've been keeping up on my intelligence bulletins.
No, this guy's over the hill. He did 10 years joint time on an income tax beef. I don't know, I guess he got out about 3 years ago.
So, why the big effort?
It's no big effort. It's just you and me, sweetheart.
That's because Pete and Joe are smarter than we are.
How can I be smarter? I'm the sergeant.
Because they don't answer their phone on their day off.
Wait a minute.
What?
It's Donald Lance.
You know him?
Sure, so do you.
No, I don't think so.
Sure, this guy was working intelligence when you came into CCU. No, maybe not. It's just about the time he quit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's been working as a private investigator.
Bugging device was found. Bugging what, I wonder?
There he is. That's our boy Lemke.
Flight 419 from Trenton, New Jersey, now arriving at Gate 8.
Any problems? Nope. I'd say everything's just fine. All right, take it to my room.
Hey, come on, Sally. Let's play, huh?
Been a long time since I had a steak here. 15 years, to be exact. You know, I didn't know the place would still be here. Well, with all the freeways they're building and all.
You had me drive 40 miles so you could eat here, at this place.
You know, that's what's wrong with you younger people, Vinny. Too interested in exterior things, clothes, cars. It's what you can't see, what's on the inside that counts.
Well, I don't blame him for stopping here. It's a great seafood restaurant.
Listen, I've got to go to John. Will you order for me a New York medium salad, no potato, and coffee?
No coffee, bad for the nerves. Try the milk.
But you sound like a TV commercial. Okay, make it milk. We should be there in about an hour.
He make any contacts yet?
No, not yet. But he will.
Well, keep in touch. Things could get a little tight.
You're telling me.
I'll say one thing for the gentleman. He sure picks nice places.
Yeah, but what does he pick them for? That's the key question.
Well, as long as there's good food.
So this is why you... She hasn't changed a bit, has she? It's been a long time, Frank. Leave her alone. You can only cause her problems. Vinny, mind your own business. Stick to tennis.
Registry.
She's beautiful.
Miss Tracy Connors. Sensation.
Saw her once at the Grove about 5-6 years ago. She's brilliant. I have a couple of questions.
Shoot.
One, who is Lemke's handsome friend?
Handsome?
2, what are they doing here? And 3, what do we do now?
For your first 2 questions, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. To number 3, now you know why we brought our luggage. We're checking in.
Separate rooms this time, please.
Honey, I'm just trying to keep down expenses. Besides, what if my shoulder goes out? Who's going to massage my muscle?
It's time you learn to massage your own muscle.
Mr. Guidera's table, please. There it is.
Well, that's very interesting.
Hey, Frank, you couldn't have picked a better location, huh? What a place. Hey, let's have some dinner, huh?
We ate. Drinks would be fine.
The heavy-set one?
Mm-hmm.
You know him?
Yes, ma'am. That's Ralph Guidera. He was indicted in a big real estate fraud last year. This guy's been on the edge of organized crime for years. Looks like he's shooting for the big time.
Hey, Vinny, I understand you're playing in the tournament. Maybe you can give me some pointers. You know, the pro here charges $25 an hour. Imagine that.
Poor baby, you need a loan?
No, I got other things to do with my money.
Yeah, I bet you have.
I found out who Lemke's friend is.
Who is he?
It's a guy named Vincent Bass, a tennis pro. I think he's down here to play in a tournament at the hotel.
And just how'd you find that out?
Some very clever police work.
Anything else?
Yep. I called the office. The guy's got no local record. Oh, and I talked to the old man, and he said, find out what we can. He's sending Pete and Joe down tomorrow with some bucks. That's how I can afford the wine.
Finally, a paid vacation on duty.
Miss Tracy Connors.
Lover, one lovely day, love came planning to stay. A green dolphin street supplied the setting for nights beyond forgetting. And through these moments apart, love remains in my heart. When I recall the thrill I'd found on, I could kiss the ground on green dolphin street. Lover, one lovely day, love came planning to stay. Green dolphin street supplied the setting for nights beyond forgetting. And through these moments apart, love remains in my heart. And I recall the thrill I found on, I could kiss the ground on Green Dolphin Street.
Hello?
You blew it.
What are you talking about? Who is this?
There's a third tape, Guidera.
Who is this? Now listen, damn it, come on.
We have the third tape. I'll contact you later about money. You gotta work on that backhand a little.
You noticed.
Are you waiting for a partner?
No, I gotta warm up some more.
How about a game?
Well, how good are you?
Good enough to straighten out that backhand.
You're on.
Vince Bass.
Pepper Anderson.
Do you come here often?
First class. It's really beautiful. You work here?
No, I'm playing in a tournament here next week. I thought I'd get used to the courts.
Oh, no. With my backhand, I've met a tennis pro. Oh,
Frank, these are the key men who'll be working for you. Lemming, casino operations manager. Troutman, accountant and financial operations. Salazar, security. And Posner, he'll be our communications expert to your old East Coast operation. Now, here's how it looks. We've got enough votes on the city council to ensure passage of the ordinance to legalize the casino. That's cost us $75,000 already.
Oh? Who put up the $75,000?
I did. We've got to get things going. Now, as soon as we start operation, we tie into your old operation, and we're in.
Nah. You want me to put $3.5 million in front. All right. Let's talk percentages.
We figure your cut would amount to $15 million the first year.
Now, I don't want you to confuse age with stupidity. I figure this operation should net $75 million a year.
Got a big overhead.
Overhead. You're asking me to put up 75% of the capital, plus use my East Coast contacts for 15% of the action. You better get to work on your figures.
Yeah, well, maybe we did overestimate our contribution. I'll check it out with the rest of the guys.
Yeah, you do that.
Was that your boyfriend at dinner last night?
we're teachers. We're here for a state teachers conference. Yes, he's a friend.
A separate room type of friend.
What would the school board say?
I don't know, but I bet he asked. I would have.
What kind of work do you do?
Changing the old subject, Gambit, eh? Well, I really don't work. I just play a lot of tennis. I think we're called tennis bums.
Bet you get to travel a lot, huh?
I guess so.
And those friends with you at dinner last night, they're tennis bums too?
Miss Anderson, you were watching.
You caught me.
No, those gentlemen are business associates.
What kind of business?
Speaking of dinner, how about tonight?
You didn't answer my question. I got a rock in my shoe.
You didn't answer mine.
Okay. I'm late to a meeting.
8 all right?
8's great.
Miss Anderson.
Looks like we got a pretty good set of 5 here. What'd you find out about him?
Not much. He travels a lot, various tennis tournaments.
That's it? 2 hours? That's all you can tell me? He's a tennis bum?
What's that supposed to mean?
Saw you out there on the terrace. Looked like you're having a pretty good time, kid.
Sergeant, you think I've never seen a great-looking pair of legs on a guy before?
Just another passing fanny, huh?
Bill, Bass seems like a very nice guy. He's fun, but that's it.
What are you getting so defensive about?
I'm not defensive.
You're defensive, kid.
You asked me, and I'm telling you.
Do you mind if we talk business now? I tell Limke, the Guadera suite. They had some kind of a meeting.
What about?
Now, how do I know what about? When Pete and Joe get down here, maybe I can start tailing some of these guys. I might even get a look-see into Bass's room.
I'll do it. It'll be easier for me.
A lot more fun, too.
You get those prints into town.
The game's gotten a little rusty.
Yeah, well, I haven't played for a while. I'm busy with this.
Speaking of that, how's it going, Frank? Everything in order?
Yeah, we're talking percentages now. I think it's going to be a good investment.
Maybe too good.
Hey, Vince, you know something I should?
No. Just call it vibes, Frank. And you've been out of this game a few years. You got to be careful. We all have a tendency to get a little rusty if we haven't played for a while.
Yeah.
Frank, come on in. What's up, huh?
Let's talk.
Now, can I get you something, huh?
Yeah.
Frank, we went over the figures. You were right about the percentages.
That's not why I'm here. Explain everything to me, Ralph. Tell me about the whole operation.
Yeah, but Frank, you know everything already.
Explain it to me. Explain every detail.
We open a casino in Cabazon near Palm Springs. Small operation, nothing to get the Vegas boys upset about, you know? Then maybe later we open a couple of more, like a franchise. Yeah, but you know this already. What's the matter, Frank?
A friend told me you're holding back.
Okay. Some of the guys thought that we'd work a few ladies on the side, you know, just for their entertainment value. No profit, you understand?
I'm not sure I do. There's something that ain't right. Like an itch. An itch I can't scratch. You better be straight with me, Ralph.
You heard? No. What do you think? Does he know anything?
Yeah, my guess is he knows something. But if he doesn't, he's not going to stop checking until he does.
Yeah, but who? Who talks to the old man?
It's Bass, man. It's got to be Bass.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe Olson here better take care of him, huh?
Oh, excuse me. Could I trouble you to unlock my door? I left my keys on the dresser.
I'm sorry, miss, but you have to get the key from the front desk. I am not allowed to open the rooms.
I'm late for a teacher's meeting. It's about to break up, and if I get caught, well, you understand. Please, I just had to get in a game of tennis.
Sure, but please do not mention this to anyone.
Thank you.
Yeah?
I'm glad I got you.
What is it?
I need you down here right away. There could be trouble.
I'll leave right now.
Don't turn around. Just keep walking.
How's your elbow?
My elbow is fine. My tennis is rotten.
Well, what would you like to drink?
Scotch, but heavy on the water.
That'll make two of us. You know, I've always liked this place. It kind of makes me feel as if I'm living in another time.
Sometimes I wish I were.
Bucket tonic.
Pass me those chips, please.
What's bugging you?
Not a thing. It's bugging me.
And why are you so uptight?
Who's uptight? I'm not uptight.
That's what I mean.
Joe, will you stay off my case, please?
Tracy,
Hmm.
can I buy you a drink?
Not a drink. I have a show to do.
Well, will you sit for a minute? Come on.
That'll be nice.
This is Pepper Anderson.
Hello.
Tracy Connors.
I love your singing.
Oh, thank you. How do you manage to always be with the most attractive woman in the place?
They just go for my serve. Frank, will you join us for a drink?
I called your room 3 times. Come on, we go to my table. We gotta talk.
Frank, there's nothing to be said. It's all been said.
Look, we can talk at my table.
Please, this is where I work. You're hurting me.
Hey, Frank, come on, relax. Sit down, have a drink. Come on.
Stay out of this, Vinny.
Frank, you've wrecked my career before. You're not doing it again. Now get out of here.
You better stay with him.
Thanks. Would you play piano for me?
Sure, I will. Will you...
Just a tennis bum.
I'll be right back.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings, trying to forget my feelings of love. Teardrops rolling down on my face, I'm trying to forget my feelings of love. Feelings for all my life, I'll feel it. I wish I never met you, boy. You'll never come again. Feelings, whoa, I wanna feel you. again in my arms. Whoa, feelings, whoa, to feel you again in my heart. Feeling.
Vince? What's with Tracy and Frank?
Tracy Connors. She was headed for the big time once. She had it all.
What happened?
She fell in love. She was subpoenaed to testify before a Senate committee investigation on organized crime.
Testify about what?
Her association with Frank Lemke. She was Frank's girl. The big time. But that was back in the 50s, and it just about destroyed her career. No one would touch her after that. Today, she'd become a celebrity and write a book.
Right. You care about her, don't you?
She's a friend.
That's nice.
Pepper,
Oh, you scared me.
I've really enjoyed. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's fun right now.
I feel the same way.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
You know, it's funny. I've always felt I was immune from something like... Well, I guess we all have our own image of ourselves.
Are you afraid of getting hurt? Yeah?
Possibly.
Uh-huh.
I guess I've been ducking too long. But, Pepper, I'm glad that you're here with me tonight. Don't move. Stay down.
Is this the guy? Yeah, that's the guy. Highway Patrol said he must have fallen asleep at the wheel. Broke his neck.
Is he friendly with theirs?
Associate. That's what the manager says. Jim?
What about Bass?
Well, we ID'd him through DMV, and his real name is Barcelona.
Oh, really? Why don't you tell me something I don't know already? What does record show?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
The CII?
Bill, we checked everything. There's absolutely nothing.
The FBI. Did you check the FBI?
Hey, come on, William. We did a thorough check. He doesn't have a record. He's clean.
Yeah, well, there's something going on here, and Bass is right in the middle of it. And we're going to find out what.
What's his predicament?
Pepper.
Hi, Pep. How'd it go?
Someone took a shot at Bass.
Where was he when it happened?
We were walking along the beach,
What were you doing on the beach, Pep?
doing what I'd get paid for, be a cop.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, we were... Look, someone took a shot at him about 200 yards from the hotel. In case anybody's interested, he wasn't hit.
Did you get a look at who fired the shot?
No.
Pete, you want to lay it on her, what we found out about Bass?
What about him?
Well, we ran a make on his prints.
Well, what are you trying to tell me?
His key name came back, Bazzaloni. Remember that newspaper story about Lance, the retired cop?
Yeah.
Well, they matched up Bass's prints to a set they found in Lance's room, and right now he's a major suspect in the case.
Homicide couldn't connect the name with the prints until we showed up.
What kind of gun was Lance killed with?
45.
Pep, did you go have a look-see like we talked about? What'd you find? What'd you find, Pep?
A 45.
little incident on the beach tonight is going to cost you another $10,000.
Are you crazy breaking in here like that? Now get out of here before I have you busted.
That'd be your second mistake. The police might want to listen to a little tape we have.
You're getting to be a nuisance, Bass. You know, I don't think I can miss you at this distance. You can count on it. Burglary. Isn't that what they call it? You came in here and you got shot.
Put that thing away before I shove it down your throat. My partner is holding that tape. Now just think, Ralph, you stupid, miserable slob. I was sitting at the table when he called you.
Prove it. I want to hear it.
I could play it for Frank. He might enjoy your big plan.
You're crazy, damn it. Prove it or get out.
Mexico. Let's just say the real investment lies in Mexico.
All right. No more games. How much? I want that tape.
$50,000.
All right, you got it. You'll have it tomorrow.
Hey, Tracy. We could have a nightcap and talk. There's a lot of things we got to talk about.
Frank, there's nothing to talk about. Those years are gone. Why don't you just cut it off and stop living in a memory?
You're going back with me. I can give you anything you want. Big house, security, money, everything you always wanted.
Frank, I don't want anything from you. Forget it. Jose! Would you send Mr. Herbert over?
Care for a little company?
Girl talk? I'd love it.
You know, I met you once backstage at the Grove a few years ago.
You're kidding.
You probably don't remember, but you were wonderful.
Thank you.
I didn't know whether or not to interrupt.
Oh, it was nothing. It was just reliving an old nightmare.
Frank Lemke.
Yeah, Frank Lemke. I need him like I need a bad case of laryngitis.
But you were close once?
Once. But Frank's the kind of man that you shouldn't really get that close to. I think you understand.
Sure do.
And then again, there's Bass.
Tracy, what can you tell me about Bass?
What do you want to know?
His connection with Lemke.
You're asking me if he's a crook?
I guess so.
I don't really think he is. He just likes to hang around with the big gamblers and party and all the broads and that. So. Do you know anything about astrology?
A little, I guess.
What's your sign?
I'm Virgo.
Well, Bass is a Pisces, so that should tell you something.
Man, I sure dig the way she plays that piano.
Did you get something like a glass of milk?
They just put the old man to bed. Bartender almost threw him out.
Thanks.
Would you turn?
On blackmail. Bass put the screws to Gradera for $50,000. I think it was $50,000. This game's getting rough.
How'd you find all that out?
Bass. Say this much for him. He's got a very unusual way of opening doors.
Where's Pepper?
Guess you went to bed.
Bob Landon. I'm with Criminal Investigations.
What the hell is going on down here? I swear this thing's got more angles than a pipe fitter.
We have developed information that Gadara is putting together an organization for distributing Mexican heroin to the East.
Mexican heroin?
We've had a tail on him for about 3 weeks.
Wait a minute. How does Lemke fit into all this? I mean, according to his file, he's not even involved in it. As a matter of fact, not only is he not involved in dope, but he's been on the outs because he wouldn't handle this stuff.
He doesn't know.
Are you serious?
The boys back east want his bucks. See, when he was on top, Lemke salted away almost 20 million in Swiss bank accounts. Now, the syndicate wants that money back, and only Lemke can get it. But he won't deal in junk. That's why they had Gadara set up this phony casino operation.
Just how tight are you guys into this thing?
Pretty tight. We've got a snitch right in the middle.
Snitch? You don't mean Bass?
He's working on a forgery beef. How did you guys get into this?
On a day off. A lousy day off. What happens to Bass if Gadara finds out?
He's got big problems.
How'd you finally sleep last night?
You know. Is Landon calling the shots?
That's his snitch, his case. As far as I'm concerned, we could pack up and head home. Chief wants us to hang around and lend a hand. We should meet Landon in about 10 minutes. I gotta make a stop. His room is 127. I'll see you there when you get through.
Okay.
Excuse me, miss. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sorry about last night.
You're not going to tell me, are you? What you're doing?
What I'm doing has nothing to do with you. Look, why don't we have dinner tonight? We'll talk about it then, huh?
I don't like chasing shadows. Let's see what the day brings, okay?
Sure. I'll see you later, okay?
Vinny!
The money just showed up. Let's do it now, huh?
Okay, I'll get it and meet you down on the beach.
All right.
Your name, your money. That's what they wanted, Frank.
Who's involved? Calling the shots.
Ralph Gadara. He's using you like you're some wet-nosed punk kid.
You bring what I asked for.
Okay, good. Well, I think we should have this wrapped up today.
Where's Pep? She should be here by now. Yeah, room 227, please.
bring it?
Relax. You're a nervous wreck. I got it right here.
Old Town, site of California's first permanent Europe.
You're not very bright, Vinny. How much you tell Frank, huh?
I know everything. Now, however you're involved in this, I'm gonna...
Pull the police! No, Crowley! He's mine.
Got a better break than he gave Lance.
All right, let's go. Over, come on. Over. Let's go.
Axel. Hey, Landon.
Yeah.
What about Bass?
Well, as far as I know, he hasn't broken any law.
Just who the hell is Vincenzo Basiloni?
He's a cop.
He's a cop?
He's one of my agents. So was Donald Lance. I recruited them both. Lance when he retired from your department.
And Bass?
Well, Bass grew up with some rough kids. He ran with some criminals. He was a natural. Lemke liked him, and that's how we were able to keep a line on Gadara. And through Bass, we've been able to keep informed on what's happening in various crime circles. But as far as the rest of the world is concerned, Vincent Bass is just another tennis bum.
Can I at least tell Sergeant?
No, Crowley. Especially not Sergeant Anderson. I'll see you.
Where do you go from here?
Vegas. Big tournament there next week.
Vince, just what are you?
I'm a tennis pro who just happens to have some friends who are crooks.
You have a funny sense of humor.
Pepper, I know you're a cop. I've known it ever since the time you were in my room.
Doing my job doesn't make the rest of it a lie.
I know. You don't have to explain to me. Pepper, we run in different circles, you and I. It just wouldn't work for either of us. You understand that, Pepper?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, I wish you could explain it to me.